There's one guy, and this sits close to home with me, being an Ohio State alum, is Ohio State loses to Oregon. They struggle against Tulsa defensively. Head coach Ryan Day comes into their defensive coordinator, Kerry Coombs, who has coached in the NFL for Mike Vrabel with the Titans. He was won a state title at Coleraine out of Cincinnati, Ohio, as a high school coach, which he did for a long time. Part of the national championship team at Ohio State in 2014. Comes back after being with the Titans to be the defensive coordinator. Things go wrong. Ryan Day ultimately removes him. And the defense has been playing much better the last 3 weeks. The whole team has, frankly, and that's due a decent amount to experience, maybe a little bit to a scheme adjustment, but tightening up the rotation, players improving, all of these other things. But his coach, his boss, asked him to take a reduced role and then gives him the game ball most recently after the victory against Maryland. And Kerry Combs comes out, that people asked him about it. And he has a great response about how, he's asked players to do this his entire coaching career, and you make tough choices. And you tell guys, hey, it's about sacrificing for the team, and this will do this for you, and this will make you better. And this is what we need you to do. I'm going to tell you this, as a player, as a coach, whatever it is in life, when someone tells you you're not good enough to do something and you need to eat it for the team, it hurts. It stings. And at that juncture, you have a couple options in life. You can pout. You can throw a fit. You can be a malcontent and not go out there and want to do your job anymore and try to sabotage everything and or maybe just go out there and go through the motions, work at it, but you're not really all in and all invested like you would have been otherwise. And these are the things that sports teach us, at their very base, at the very root, what it was designed to do was teach us in small doses of sports adversity, how to handle real adversity in life. When things don't go your way and it's not how you planned, how are you going to be able to handle those things? And what Kerry Coombs did is he went out there and worked his tail off, and he came out and said, he goes, it would be disingenuous for me to do anything else for the amount of players that I've told over the years the same thing. And I've asked them to do the same thing that he basically had to do, take a lesser role to help the team so that they would ultimately be able to go out and have success. And I hope that this Ohio State team ends up doing some great things, because I want this to be a testament that in 2021, as bad as things are in the world and as selfish as we are potentially as a people and as a society, that there's lessons to be learned. There's lessons to be learned from sports. So when things aren't always going your way, you can pack it in, you can hop in the transfer portal, you can throw your gloves at a coach, you can walk off the field, you can do all of this stuff. Or you can choose to take your medicine and commit to the team that you've been a part of and give them your all and push through forward in that way. Because that's what sports is supposed to teach. Because there'll be days, whether it's high school, little league, middle school, college, NFL, it's a job. But all the rest of them, you're still developing young people, men and women. In football, generally the case is young men. Because there's going to be times in your life, and this is something that my dad told me, and it was true when he said it 20 years ago to his teams that he coached in high school, as true as it is now, where you're going to wake up one day, maybe your car won't start. You don't have enough money to fix it. Maybe one of your kids is sick. Maybe your wife has cancer. Maybe your spouse is leaving you. Maybe they're going to foreclose on your house. You just lost your job. There's all these different things. And there's a lot of people that have experienced different types of that. Heck, I've been through a lot of personal issues. I've had a child get a diagnosis where it's less than ideal and it's a gut punch. And you reference back and you draw upon those things and the lessons. And to see your coach do it, that inspires you to do it more. And that you draw upon those opportunities, those learning times that you had to push through it a little bit harder because you put one foot in front of the other and you keep pushing forward day by day, giving it your best. Kerry Coombs has done that. I've been impressed. I've known Kerry for 15 years, and his coaching style initially wasn't for me, but I know this, that he cares about each and every one of his players. He loves his guys. He coaches them hard. And what he did out there and what he's done this season has been a testament to his character as a person and as a man. And hopefully now this isn't a, rules for thee and not for me situation where I can, as a coach, and I can tell a player, take one for the team, but I'm not willing to do it myself. That is hypocrisy at the highest order. And it was a pleasure to see that, because I know Kerry doesn't feel good about not being the defensive coordinator, not calling the defense, I should say, on game day, but he sucked it up. He took it like a man, and it's ultimately been better for his team. It's been better for his coach because that's what he has been called to do. And so hopefully someone listening to that, someone watching that will think, you know what? there's still some good in this world. I can draw upon some lessons and things that I had in life, some hard times, and there's other people still willing to go out there and sacrifice to try to improve and to make the group around them better.